Hi, my beautiful tribe. This is Jules. I hope everybody is doing great. So the main goal of this channel is to help you embody the best version of yourself. That is the main goal that I have, whether it is for the masculine or the feminine, and to give you the empowerment and the support that you need through this journey. I know how difficult it can be. This way, so you can manifest anything that you desire, whether it is a job, a relationship, or just absolute bliss and ecstasy. So welcome. If you are new, please do not forget to subscribe. I'm going to get a message from Spirit and see what Spirit would like to say to the feminine. What can we do to become the best version of ourselves? So for this reading, I am using 3 different oracle decks, and then I'll be doing the confirmations with the tarot deck. The ones that I've picked is the numerology guidance cards by Michelle Buchanan. I have, okay, let's go with this one. The Precious Gems Oracle by Maxine Gadd. And The Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. So those are the 3 different oracles. And let's see what Spirit has to say to the feminine. You know, we need to get some guidance here and embody the goddess that we are. Okay, so this is for all of you feminine. So I'm going to start with the numerology here and see what Spirit has, okay, to say, to offer. What type of guidance do you have with the feminine, Spirit? What type of guidance, advice do you have for the feminine? What can we do? This is just about the feminine. This is not about any relationships, connections. It's just the feminine alone. Nothing wants to come through. Come on, Spirit. Just give me one card. Wow. Just give me one card, Spirit, for the divine feminine. Here it is. We have number 67, physical activity. Okay. So if you are not a very, if you're not a person that does a lot of physical activity, I guess this is for you. Any type of activity works, whether it is swimming, running, yoga, whatever, just anything that has to do with your body, improving your body itself. I would add to this, even though physical activity is just that, just watching what you consume, you know, any diet, what are you taking in, but pretty much it's just a physical activity, just taking care of your temple, taking care of your body. Also any self-care that you can do, like I'm just thinking about like a face mask, or like taking a bath, just taking care of your physical body itself. Just make sure this. Let's go with the gems here. This is called the Precious Gems. Give me a card for the feminine, Spirit. What can the feminine do to improve to become the best version of herself. Like I said, this reading has nothing to do, I got a card here, it has nothing to do with any connections or relationships. It's just about the Divine Feminine. We got number 1 here. When I got number 1, I got a sense of like priority. And it says calmness. The best way that I can describe calmness is practicing meditation. And I would say for me, especially for me, it has been meditation has been life-changing. It took me a while to get used to it, you know, and I think that is the reason that a lot of people like fail with meditation, is because we have to become very persistent with it. It's not that you sit in meditation one day and skip it and then another day and skip. You have to be very persistent with it. And many times I've known people that meditate for hours or several times a day. And like I said, it is life-changing. It really makes a difference when you practice it and you are able to, it's almost like you put a pause in your thoughts, in your thinking brain, and it's like nothing occurs, and there is like so much room for like, I don't know how to describe this. It's like there's so much like room for like exploration. It's not even exploration. It's just like when you come to that state of meditation, it's like anything is possible. Like anything comes through, and it's not, you know, it's not coming from you. It's coming from spirit itself. So I feel this has a lot to do with having that communion with spirit, having that sense of wholeness and emptiness that comes with meditation. And it's like a sense of like nothingness. Nothing is, it's like there's just like emptiness and space, and just the possibilities are like endless. So that is what comes with meditation, a lot of calmness and surrender and allowing and knowing. It's a sense of knowing. It's just a knowing. You cannot even explain what it is, but it's just a sense of like knowing that everything is going to be in perfect alignment with the universe. So far we have physical activity and meditation. Let's see what the enchanted map has to say here. Give me a card for the feminine spirit. And we have, look at this, education, number 8. Wow. So, I mean, I think this message is very clear, you know, like I feel like body, mind, and, you know, here's education. Education could also be the mind. No, this is more like spirit, body, mind, and spirit. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like this reading is just like perfect. It's like we are being covered in all of the facets of the of self, body, mind, and spirit. Education, anything. I mean, if there's anything that you're very interested in, whatever it is, because I feel like spirit gives us each a different interest. The same interest that I have is not the same interest that you guys have. Everybody has a different purpose. And if there is anything that you feel like, like I would like to learn more about this subject, then do your homework. Pick up a book, enroll in a class. Whether it is a spiritual education when it has to do with Reiki or meditation or Tantra studies, yoga, whatever. Just do your homework. If it has to do more with things from this world, getting a career going. I feel like spirit is getting us covered here in every angle that we have. Like I said, body, mind, and spirit. And I would say just like have like a schedule and spend time on each one of those different aspects. If you want to do a physical activity, it doesn't take more than 30 minutes to do something. The same for if you want to practice meditation. You don't have to go over 30 minutes with meditation. And I feel like when it comes to education, that's the one that is going to take the longest time. So here is 1 hour of your day. But it's about having discipline here. And aiming for your goals, because you are the main goal here, feminine. You are the main goal. Once you embody all of this and once you become the best version of yourself, there's like everything can be manifested, because there's wholeness here. Let me shuffle this through. I wasn't sure which one I was going to use, and then I'll go ahead and do the clarifications here. I just love how you ask spirit for something. I was asking for, I had a very specific question. What can we do to become the best version of ourselves? And then I get those 3 cards that are very individual to us. This is not talking about anything else. We have so many cards on each one of those decks, and then we come up with these 3. It's just, and that is the thing. It's like, ask and you shall receive. Just ask spirit, ask the universe, and the universe is going to be there to give you the answers. It's just a matter of accepting and listening. I am, what can I say? I'm not going to say that I'm in disbelief. I'm not that kind of person to be like, this is unbelievable. To me, anything is possible. Anything is, spirit has everything covered. There's nothing that spirit cannot do. But I'm just like, I just feel like so much gratitude right now, like what my question was and the answer that spirit has given us. because like I can show you the cards. They're just like unexpected visitors. This has nothing to do with self-improvement. Details, encouragement, peaks of joy, intention, wide open, goblins. Nothing of this has to do with self-improvement, but we get this, education. And here, communication, peace, growing together, friendship, integrity, stability, conversion, artistry, joyfulness. I mean, protection, self-actualization, good fortune. I just feel like we have the best card that we could have received. And then here for physical activity, moderation, individuality, manifestation, new beginnings, spirituality, patience, relationship, self-discipline, forgiveness. Like, we just have the best cards that we could have received. That's how we feel. You know, all we have to do is ask, and we will get the answers. And that is the thing that a lot of us, I'm going to include myself in this, a lot of us forget to ask. And that is one of the things that Spirit has said, ask and you shall receive. So we are receiving here. Okay, I feel like this is the last shuffle here. Tell me more about physical activity, Spirit. Even though I feel like the reading is done, like, okay, just what else can we say about this? Tell me more about physical activity. We have death. It's about transformation. Maybe transforming our body. Transforming our physical health. Maybe we are not taking good care of our body, and it's not that it is in a decline. It's just that we can do better than that. We can transform our body. We can make it leaner, healthier, you know, have a better heart rate. Just taking care of our body, transforming our body. Tell me more about this. Three of Cups, reunions. Maybe joining a group. Joining a gym or like a yoga studio, or like, and I know right now with COVID it's a little bit you know, like it's difficult, but maybe like having a friend that, because yes, having a friend that can motivate you and keep you going. Even with like Zoom classes, I mean, there's like a lot of things. Just because COVID is out there making our lives miserable, we have to look for alternatives. For instance, my sister, she's always been a gym person. She's always gone to the gym. I mean, I go to the gym too, but I'm more individual. Like, I don't need all of that support. But my sister does. She's a people person. And then right now what she's doing is like Zoom classes, and then they have like a schedule. Like, we meet at 10 o'clock and then just do it from your living room. It's just a motivation that she needs. So just like look for a group or somewhere that you can join. Tell me about the calmness here. Tell me about calmness. And what I'm going to be pulling at the end, if you are new to my channel, I am an intuitive reader, but I always pick the last oracle, and I read it straight from the guidebook. So the one that I'm going to be choosing from is It's one of the goddesses oracles. I don't know which one yet. Maybe the divine feminine. But I just want to embody, like, I want my feminines out there to get her power back, their power back, and become the best version of yourselves, because we have so much potential, and it's just that we are not working with the potential that we have. So that's why I'm doing this reading. Here we have the Seven of Wands. Here someone is, I mean, he looks angry, very upset. Calmness, get rid of the anger. You know what I'm thinking just right now, this would apply more to the physical activity, kickboxing. Like, get rid of that anger, like kickboxing is like just having like a punching bag, because I feel like there's a lot of anger here, but this came under calmness. I feel like meditation is going to help you get rid of that feeling, that negative vibe of frustration and anxiety and stress. So either that, or like I said, like kickboxing. Kickboxing is amazing. I think I've done kickboxing like twice. And it's just like, it's like you come out of that exhausted. It's like you cannot even pick up yourself from the floor. But there's like so much like emptiness. It's just like you got rid of all of that anger within you. Tell me more about, okay, Spirit. We have the Knight of Swords. What is this, Spirit? I mean, to me here, the Knight of Swords is very... The way I see him here, riding this horse, it's like he's looking for his, like he's looking at his path, wherever he's going, like he's determined to go somewhere. What I'm sensing here is like a lot of determination with this knight. It's like knowing. It's a sense of like knowing, like I know where I'm going to. I know exactly what I want. He looks very determined, and usually the Knight of Swords is very assertive. And he is the one that brings, not that brings, he claims opportunities. What I'm sensing here is like being assertive, a lot of assertiveness here. I know what I want and I'm going to get it. I know what I need and I'm going to get it. I'm going to claim this. He has a lot of determination on where he's going. He's being brutally honest with himself. And it seems like he's driving in full force through that. Like his horsepower is just like, so that's what I'm getting. Just having like the determination, because he's very determined, and being very, very assertive. So I feel like you have to put a lot of mindfulness here. Mindfulness. I just heard that. He's a go-getter. That's what I'm seeing here. He's a go-getter. Mindfulness, just being determined. Be determined with your, like I said when I spoke about the meditation, it takes time. And that's why a lot of people give up on meditation. A lot of people, like I talk to people and people tell me, I don't know how to meditate. And I'm like, we all know how to meditate. It's just that we do not put the effort. And I know where people are coming from because I was there at the beginning. I don't know how long it took me. It took me months just to like get the discipline. And you have to start slowly. Start with 5 minutes. And then increase it to 10, increase it, increase it, increase it. Just, and you don't have to do more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes of meditation. But have determination on that. Tell me about this education. 5 of Wands, there's conflict, inner conflict. Inner conflict about education. And the inner conflict that I'm sensing here has to do with like time and money. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. You know, I am a very self-taught person. And it's just the way that I've always been. Yes, I did go to college and I did get a degree and stuff, you know, but when it comes to like things that I'm interested in, I don't need to take a class. I just need a book. And many times, meditation helps a lot when it comes to like knowledge and wisdom. But I even remember like when I was in my early 20s, we didn't have Google, we didn't have any, you know, we didn't have the technology we have today. And what I did, I just went to the library. You know, I didn't have the money to be purchasing books either. I just went to the library, get a membership at the library. And you'll be less distracted at the library when you're reading a book. Or just check it out. Check the book out. I mean, public libraries are free. Just make sure you return the book on time. That's it. But if there's inner conflict because of time and money, I mean, find resources. Just don't give up on yourself, feminine. Tell me more about this. We have the 4 of Cups. I know exactly what this means. I know. I know exactly what Spirit is telling me here. To me, the 4 of Cups, to me, the 4 of Cups is one of the most negative cards on the deck. More than the 5 of Wands and more than the 7 of Wands. Sometimes when we have the 5 of Wands, we have inner conflict because, yes, we have discrepancies, you know, we need to work things out. And sometimes we have a rage and we have a defensiveness, and because I mean, this world is giving us a lot of crap, you know. But to me, the Four of Cups, I mean, this is the type of person that I hate having in my life. And I'm sorry to say that. I hate having this kind of people in my life. This is the person that is always nagging. Or the person that is the poor me. Oh, if you only knew. This is the person that feels sorry for themselves. It's like the universe is giving opportunities, is giving chances, is giving choices. What do you want? How can we help you? What do you need? And the universe is like there, like a butler, like what can we give you? Like a genie in a bottle. What can we do for you? Here, take this. And the person is like, no, I pass. I don't want to. But it's because this person has like no dreams and like no inspirations and like, oh, if this is you, feminine, get out of this. Seriously, we need to work together on this. And if this is you, I hope you change this, because this could be the reasons that the masculine is not in your life. And I'm sorry to be so blunt. This channel is not to make you feel good about yourself. It's to improve you. It's to make you the best version of yourself. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything here. I have talked in my circle, I have talked to my girlfriends. And one of the reasons that my girlfriends come to me many times, yes, they love the readings. And with the readings, I say a lot of things to them. But it's because I see the things that they could be denying themselves. And I try to be kind and respectful of their feelings. But if they come to me and ask me, what should I do here? Or what is about this situation? Or what do you think about this? And I don't feel this is me talking. I feel this is like spirit. It's just the way that I interpret things when it comes to self-improvement. I get that Queen of Swords mentality. I just get in that mentality when it comes to like help you. If you want me to help you, if you want me to assist in your improvement, whether it is as a friend, a client, or whatever, you better expect the Queen of Swords to come out of me, because it's going to be there, front line, waiting. And I respect that in people. I respect when someone is putting aside the fact that I am a friend or a loved one in their lives. I don't want people to feel sorry for me. Just give it to me the way it is. And I remember when I was trained years ago by my physical trainer, he didn't take anything from me. If he thought I could give more than I was given, he would push me. And I would be shaking coming out of the gym. I couldn't walk. And he always said this thing, and it's something that stuck with me since then. No pain, no gain. So I'm sorry if I'm being brutally honest here, but that is just the Queen of Swords in me, okay? If you don't like it, I apologize, but maybe this message is not for you. Maybe this message is for someone else. But if you have this poor me mentality, I don't have it, I don't know how, oh, if you only knew, it's like the universe is making an offer to you. There is another cup, and the universe is like, here, take it. We have this for you. Educate yourself. Work on your spiritual growth. Improve your body. And you're like, oh, well, just, if this is not for you, click off and unsubscribe, because I'm not going to. You wouldn't be my audience. Okay? This is for people who want to become the best version of themselves. And if it is one person in the world, then that is my person in the world. I don't need 50,000 subscribers. I just need that one person that wants to grow and improve themselves. So I hope that person is you, feminine, whoever I'm talking to. Let's see, how am I going to end this reading? And I just got really aggravated. I got this here. Let's see here. I'm going to, so like I said earlier, I am a intuitive reader. But I always end my readings with an oracle card, and I read it straight from the guidebook. This time I'm going to be using Spirit Messages by John Holland, and see if there is anything else that Spirit would like to add for the feminine. If there is anything else that Spirit would like to advise. And like I said, I get the message. It's just the way that I interpret the message is very Queen of Swords. But of course, if Spirit was here, he would be way more gentle and more caring, you know. I'm just a messenger here, and it's just the way that I pass the message to people. It depends on what the message is. I can be very nurturing and caring and loving, and I can be very blunt, and I can be very open-minded and honest. I would like to get one day, I don't know, maybe in 2 years, a message from someone that says, I took your advice, and this is what I was then, and this is who I am now. Thank you for that reading. It helped me a lot. Let's see what Spirit has to say here. Like I said, this is not for everyone. It's just for a few. I remember watching this show, and it was about the, this was a few months ago, and I think I spoke about it in one of my videos. The Navy SEALs, and what the Navy SEALs have to go through. How they have to, man, like the discipline they have to be. And it's like many are called and few are the chosen. Something like that is their motto. But I was watching the Navy SEALs documentary. And there was this one time that they had to like swim underneath this tank, like not a tank, like a ship, like a boat. And it was dark because it was late at night. The water was like freezing cold. And they have to swim underneath the boat with like gear, which is like 50 pounds plus, whatever. And many of the guys there, Many of them were like, oh no, I'm not doing this. Like they knew right away, I don't have what it takes to swim under. I don't have what it takes. And a lot of people just like said, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this. And then they got disqualified. And there were a few that said, oh no, I'm here and I'm going to go for it. And long story short, let's say it was 100 people, like potential Navy SEALs. And let's say that 70 of them said, oh heck no, I'm not swimming under the ship. I mean, the ship is like the size of like a football field, they're humongous. And it was dark. Oh, and I forgot to say, they had sharks in the area. So I don't know what the whole story is behind it, but it was just like crazy. Like, who would do that? I wouldn't. Me, straight out, I would be like, nope, thank you, I pass. Thanks for the opportunity. That would have been me, but I'm not a Navy SEAL. But there were a few that said like, yes, I'm here and I'm going to go all the way through. So let's say it was like 30 of them. Of the 30, maybe like 3 of them made it underneath. Like they made it from one end to the other. Many are called, few are chosen. Few are the chosen. And like even when they were jumping in the water, I was just like screaming at the TV and being like, do you have a last wish before you do this? Because to me, that was just like a death sentence. And I feel this is the same thing for this feminines, like not the feminines, but the masculine. Anybody who is this in this divine journey. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? How far are you willing to go? And a lot of people just don't have it. Oh no, oh no. Okay, well then it's not for you. This is not for everyone. This is just for the few and the chosen. And it's not about seeking union with the masculine, because a lot of people have that idea. I want to be in union with the masculine. You have to be in union with spirit. And that is the bottom line. And if the masculine is thrown in the mix, then that is the reward. But he is not the destination. He is just a cherry on the cake. And that's what a lot of people have twisted. They want to reach union with the masculine. This is not about the masculine. This is about union with your own self, with your higher self. And if that is not good enough, then, okay. Let's see what spirit messages have to say. Okay. It says study. Really? We have education already, spirit. It says study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Well, if I study again, I'm going to have to start with my ABCs, because I have to say the ABC thing in order to get here, in order to get the alphabet in order. Okay, so it continues. This card is your sign that yes, it is time to commit to a period of new learning and study. Spirit is telling you how vital it is to never stop growing, my God, and challenging yourself throughout life. Your ability and desire to work towards a goal will not only expand your mind and consciousness, but also help you grow as an individual. New learning and study comes in many ways and forms. For example, you may want to enroll in an evening course and take time out of your busy schedule to attend a full week's workshop. Whether it's something purely practical or more spiritual. This card is Spirit's way of saying the moment is here and you are ready to expand your mind. So whether it's a book you've been meaning to study or that class you wanted to go to, start today and take this card as confirmation that the timing is right. Then watch the ways in which your life changes and grows with the new learning. By expanding your mind, a whole new direction or path may unfold with boundless opportunities. And Spirit, wow. I don't think I have anything else to add to this. It's just very plain and simple. Like I said, this is a message for a few. And that is the main purpose. That is the main purpose that I started this channel, is to help you and to help myself too. You know, this is a mutual thing. It's about my tribe and it's for me as well. This is for all of us. And many times I have to get myself out of this Four of Cups mentality. I also get there. Or is that feeling of, oh, it's Sunday and, you know, like today is Sunday and I haven't done my yoga yet because I'm just lazy, a little bit lazy today. And I said, well, let me just jump on a reading. What time is it? It's, I don't know, maybe like 8 o'clock in the morning. Usually I have my yoga and my meditation by 7 a.m. already. But it's Sunday, so I'm just like, let's just do it later. It's just that attitude, that Four of Cups. So yes, this is for me as well. So this, I'm speaking for myself as well. This is not only for you. This is not only for you, feminine. This is for all of us, including moi, okay? So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are one of the few. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. It means the world to me. I appreciate you guys so much. And I thank you all so much for watching. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will talk to you soon. Take care, feminine. Bye-bye. I'm back for a minute, feminine. I was looking for a title to upload this video on YouTube, and then I was like, I don't know what to name this title, and then it just came to me. Many are called but few are chosen, right? And then I saw that it comes from Matthew 22:14, and I just want to read this because I think it's important for this reading. And it says, in Matthew 22:14, Jesus tells us that many are called but few are chosen. What does this mean? What is the difference between being called and chosen? How can we make sure that we are the ones of the chosen? The parable of the wedding feast. So it says, well, Jesus actually starts off with a parable. He tells the story of a king whose son was getting married. He sends out many wedding invitations, but on the big day, not a single guest showed up. When the king sent out his servant to find out what's going on with the invited guest, it turned out they were just not willing to go. They were more concerned with doing their own thing and even treated the invitation with outright contempt. The king was furious. When he heard the report from his servants, he sent them out again, this time telling them to invite anyone they saw on the streets to the wedding. Then the wedding was full of guests. And when one man showed up at the wedding without proper wedding clothes on, he was cast out. This was a day of especially significant celebration, and it was only fitting to be dressed appropriately. Then at the end of the story, Jesus says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." So what does this mean? The word calling is used several times throughout the Bible in different contexts. In this instance, Jesus is using the word called as an invitation. This parable is an analogy of what we have been invited to. An invitation to something more than a life lived serving only ourselves. An invitation to live a life together with Christ, serving God and experiencing the fulfillment that brings to life. An invitation to be Jesus' disciples, to follow his footsteps, and ultimately an invitation to spend eternity with him. This is a calling that God puts in the heart. And there are many different ways people sense this. Anyone who gets a chance to hear the gospel and make a decision about whether or not to become a disciple is considered to be among the many who are called. Many people receive this invitation. Jesus gave the disciples the job of going out and making disciples of all nations, Matthew 28:19. But who among those may become the few chosen? So what does it mean to be chosen? To be chosen is to accept the invitation and to do what is necessary to accept the invitation, to give up everything in this world. Luke 9:23-24 and Luke 14:26. That is to say yes to the calling and then to follow up with a faithful disciple life. God calls us, but those who are chosen are those who are wholeheartedly accept the invitation and its conditions. I'm going to read this one too. Why are there so few who are chosen? Because not many want to pay the price. Jesus says in another place that the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life. Therefore, few choose this way. Matthew 7:13-24. The reason it is hard is that we have to give up everything in this world. Our egotism, our own ideas, opinions, thoughts, and feelings. Our own will, our own desires. We do this in order to be completely obedient to the leading of the Master. In order to be chosen, you have to show that you really want this life with all of your heart. You can't hold a little back for the world, for relationships, for yourself, seeking, etc. It is 100% obedience to Jesus and 100% faithfulness. Okay, so it does continue, but I'm not going to go through that. I think the message has been received, and my question is, how bad do you want this feminine? If you feel that you are in this divine feminine journey for a reason and you want to follow through, then you have a choice to make. Okay, so how bad do you want this? And I hope you are one of the chosen ones. Okay, I love you guys. I'll always be here for you. This is about obedience and discipline. So if I can do it, trust me, you can do it too. Okay, I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.